Mm, 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 mm. Bum, ba, 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 da, bum, ba, da, da, da. There we go. Oh yeah, I muted everything. Let me load this shortcut. So yesterday what I did. Let me tell you what I did yesterday. I had to replay through Saki's route, not fully paying attention to everything, just paying enough attention to see if she like has anything of substance at all. And the answer is no. Saki is just the worst. She is the worst character. And I don't know like what is wrong with people if they let me figure out if people are defending Saki. Uh there's a Reddit account, well, a subreddit. It's r/infinity rank down. Let me see. What is it about? A character popularity contest structured as a game. Okay. And Saki. Let me see what they have to say about Saki. So, here we go. Well, they I'll link this post. It'll replay in the chat. Hopefully. There we go. You have to go to Reddit, unfortunately. Saki's route. Well, here it is. There are two reasons why I think people hate Saki. It's the appalling writing. Again, compare Saki to Samugi for a second, which I think is fair since a lot of my reasoning can be applied to Samugi as well. Samugi begins as a cold, intentionally unlikable character who then becomes interested into Takeshi. This is Ever 17 stuff. By the end of the game, she has demonstrated through her development during Takeshi's route that she's changed from a cold, unlikable character to a still cold but now likable character. While there are several instances where I can point out she gets annoyed by Takeshi, by day 6, she's evolved into a consistently likable character. Saki has this development, but as I noted earlier, it's rushed, unnatural, and forced. Saki shows absolutely no signs of affection towards Makoto on earlier days. Not at Luna Beach, not at the pool, nowhere. Maybe I picked the wrong choices, but I don't remember a single instance of her showing affection to Makoto during the common route. During said route, though, Makoto becomes a stalker. We learn that Saki has an affectionate side because she feeds a stray dog. That Makoto goes out of his way to kick later. Great protagonist, guys. I hate this trope showing characters have a soft side to them by showing them caring for animals. And I'll even call out the Ever 17 writers for doing this with Samugi. But it doesn't help Saki develop. In fact, I dislike her more after this, showing that sometimes she's affectionate for no reason at all and other times she's not. Maybe that's the intention. Anyway, that's not as big of a deal as Anyway, that's not as big a part of Saki's character as people made it out to be, so I won't go further into it. Starting on day 4, Saki and Makoto adopt a dynamic of Saki ordering Makoto around. I don't like this dynamic one bit. It's not funny, it adds nothing. And then the climax of Saki's route. This will be the final section, with the exception of the conclusion. During the climax of Saki's route, Makoto sees her running out to the lodge, only to return and find everyone's money has been stolen. The answer is here as to what happened is nonsensical and ridiculous. Hang on, I misread that. During the climax of Saki's route, Makoto sees Saki running out of the lodge, only to return and find everyone's money's been stolen. The answer to what happens here is the most nonsensical and ridiculous thing in the game outside of Izumi's route. But it doesn't relate to Saki's character. It's here where the plot of this route completely falls apart. And it's also the point where Saki's character becomes completely irredeemable. After the events of the next morning play out, no matter whether the player defends Saki or not, she is left on the edge of a cliff, threatening to commit suicide while Makoto tries to stop her. It is at that moment the player has to either trust her or trust him, or ask her to trust him. This choice infuriated me after all of her development. This shows that she has not changed at all since the beginning. She doesn't trust anyone. Instead, she only listens to those who place her on a pedestal and treat her as if she is a better human than the rest of us. Placed in a situation where trusting Saki is so blatantly where trusting Saki is something foolish to do, and yet he blindly places trust in her. I read that wrong. I'm wearing my contacts tonight, so like everything looks funny. Ah, but anyways, after all of Saki's development, this shows she has not changed at all since the beginning. She doesn't trust anyone. Instead, she will only listen to those who put her on a pedestal and treat her as if she is better than human. Makoto has been placed in a situation where trusting Saki is foolish, yet unless he blindly places his trust in her, she commits suicide. The conclusion. I don't like Saki Asakura. Maybe you do. Maybe you think that she's an incredibly underrated character, and you know what? That's fine. But please tell me why she's excellent. I admit that the other characters probably deserve to be cut more, but none of them have outright made me angry like Saki has. Oh my god. Some idiot is down here. uh, it's like, oh my god. No, you don't realize the real reason Saki is a terrible character is because she's bigoted against clones. And guys, that bigotry is the more important thing, not the fact that she's a piece of shit that literally kills herself because you don't trust her enough. But yeah, I'm glad I read that because that just adds to my commentary. I have written 652 words explaining the Saki route, and 600 of that is just explaining the details of what happened. So, and this is me talking about things I'm actually doing right now. So, I don't know how long that section of the video is going to be without my commentary. And with my commentary, it's going to be even longer. I'm very bad at this whole streaming thing, but I don't care. Let's see. The main things I have written about Saki right now that I find a humorous uh interjection. My favorite thing is explaining the very end of the route. But yeah, I have to add to this. Hang on. Now I have to remember where the bell comes up in the common route. God damn it. I have to figure out where the bell comes up. I have to load her route again. Shortcut. Let's go here. There we go. There we go. It's right after that. Here's what I have written for all of this. Uh, Let me read my script. Going down Saki's route is not something you choose to do. You only do it because the good ending is locked otherwise. You repair the basket she breaks on day 3, and upon taking it back, she hears a bell ring. This causes her to panic, and Saki assumes that Haruka gave it to you. She says Haruka is always chasing her and yells for you to leave. The earthquake interrupts your conversation, but you do eventually head home. Later, you follow her. Later, you watch as she and Haruka get into a physical altercation, and you're told it's none of your business and go to the barbecue. I'm condensing this significantly. If you've been really nice to Saki, you get to see her pet a puppy in the early hours of the 5th. Afterwards and otherwise, she stops by the lodge and the two of you go for a walk where nothing of interest happens. I'm sure someone will have something to say. Nothing of interest happens. Yes, nothing of interest happens. I don't even have mention of the fact that Makoto fucking kicks a dog because it's that bad. I don't even fucking care to bring it up because it doesn't matter. In the morning, Yuka tells you that Saki is not a good person, and you say it's a misunderstanding and try to get Saki to come to the lodge. You piss her off instead. Upon returning to the lodge, Yuka reminds you that Saki is a selfish person and recounts the story of a magician's portrait from middle school. Saki sabotaged it because the class voted against her color choice, and a janitor witnessed it. You decide you should talk to Saki again, and Okuhiko and Haruka also warn you that Saki is a very bad person. But deep down, Makoto understands Saki. She's just misunderstood. She's a really, really good person. Trust me. You meet her in the shopping district, and the two of you walk, eventually reaching the pier. She laments that the world is full of self centered people and that she can't trust anyone. This is why she prefers animals and trees. You bring up Yuka's story and say that you don't believe Saki destroyed the painting. You promise to trust her fully. What happened to the shit I just wrote? There it is. I'm gonna skip everything else. Oh no, I can't because that's the fun part. That night, the Marino sisters stay over, and Izumi brings the restaurant's unusually large earning for the day with them. Early in the morning of the 6th, someone breaks into the lodge and steals everyone's money. You saw Saki there taking something to a taxi, but you don't know if she stole from the group or not. With everyone thinking she's a thief and Makoto having doubts, Saki runs to Viewpoint Park, reveals She had the bell the whole time and throws herself into the ocean in the middle of a storm. And it's all because she just can't stand being so misunderstood anymore. The world cannot stand the loss of such a truly good person. The, because the world cannot stand the loss of such a truly good person, the flow of time breaks. That is what I have written. It's hilarious. It's like, such a good person, everyone. See. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's anything else that I can really add to this cuz I just want to rush through explaining Saki's route as fast as possible for the video. And it's the kind of review that I have to write it in a way where I tell the story because this is a fucking ancient game that never released in the West, and I doubt anyone is going to trust me if I say, "Hey guys, here's a link. I promise it won't give you a virus." Ugh. And I promise that it won't that it's illegal copy and everything. It's like I don't know what to say. It's the only way you can play it in English. I don't support piracy or anything. I'm just saying, how do you play this game in English? Is there a legal way to do it? Is there a way that you pay Uchikoshi for it? I don't know. But if he ever sees this, I've legally purchased many of his other games, including Punchline. So that's gotta count for something. Anyways, what are the words to that song? I want to do like covers of songs, but I'm too lazy to actually do them right. But I can sing them. I can do my best to sing them, I guess. She had a summer smile with winter skin. She moved a silhouette to serenade the soul. She spoke with words beyond me, and slowly I pulled away to receive a gesture imply. Man, I didn't even know she was saying all of this stuff. Because the words to that stuff, I don't have the rhythm to it. But I want to include this song in the video. And I'm probably just going to say, do it and wait for later. I'm going to have to like just claim fair use. I'm going to say like, hey, unfortunately, like for my artistic vision of the video, I needed to borrow other people's artwork that was already made. So I'm gonna need the bittersweet and probably gold from Casey. I don't know how to pronounce his last name at the moment, but gold is pretty good. I love it. She was digging for gold at the bottom of the holes in my pocket. It's so much fun. All of Honorary Astronaut is really good. Final Dream Machine. Like, the only one that I don't like constantly go back to is Love, or The Beast That Looks Like It. And it's not even that it's a bad song. It's just I'm not always in the mood for it. But the chorus of it. That's not love, but the beast that looks like it. Fuck, I forgot the words. Weary one, come clean. Where is it? Everything that you wanted to be. Time things forgiven, nearly everything's for preparation is all you can see. There it is. That's not love, but the beast that looks like it. They'll really turn you into an island with the coconuts and sand are rotten and quick. I just love it. I love it. And I'm singing over it, not out of disrespect or anything, but partially because I'm hoping with my compressor settings, it ducks it down enough where it won't like flag it down like bad ethereal. you've stolen this music for no good reason. I never explained what I was doing during the stream. And no one's gonna notice because you can't really hear my keyboard anymore because I fixed my audio settings. So what I'm doing is I'm writing a script for a video on Never 7. And so I've got the days laid out as quickly as possible. So that way, if someone does decide that they want to play this game and experience it for themselves, they don't have to worry about it. Because I don't want to spoil like actual dialogue. I just want to spoil events. in a way that makes sense. And I don't even really have commentary for the first 6 days. In fact, day 5 and 6, I've just said day 5 and 6 is like 60 words, 65 words is what it says in the document. You spend the 5th day with the girl you chose to be with on the 4th day, and on the 6th day, a tragedy befalls them. She dies holding the bell that you saw in your dream on the first night. Then you wake up with your memories of the prior events, and you're the only one that can prevent their death. Bum ba da ba ba ba. Ba-dum. And if you're wondering why I'm not actively trying to finish this game for the sake of completion right now, it's because I'm actually waiting. I have 15 minutes to wait on Nick Rekieta because I really like Nick Rekieta's streams and I want to watch his one tonight. I feel very bad for Nick. Let me go follow him on Twitch. Because he's on Twitch too. Just listen to that. Listen to that. Isn't that pathetic?
Hey, what's up, guys?
This man has COVID. And he's dying. He's literally dying. He's not literally dying. That's being a little hyperbolic. Who else live on Twitch right now? Ooh, Donut Operator's live on Twitch. What's he up to? He's playing Far Cry 5? No, 6. Donut's cool.
Hey, El Tigre. I'm at the lab rock. Very artistic.
Lorenzo's the artist, and we got
I'm already following him. That's good.
Art says?
Oh man, he just sniped that guy. I'm not here to do anything, so. Oh, of course, Twitch is also like promoting the shit out of New World. But yeah, so far this stream is just me complaining that I've had to go and revisit the Saki route at all. At all. My God. It is the worst thing you can ever do to yourself. Let me make sure that I have this written down. And is it? Excuse me. Yeah, I've even condensed this scene down to that night the Marino sisters stay over at the lodge. Izumi brings the restaurant's unusually large earnings for the day with them. I don't even mention that we explain who repaired the basket or anything. I just don't care. It doesn't matter. Okay, like, let's reload this. Remember. Actually, no. You don't even have to reload it. Well, Saki. Oh no, she's running away. She has the bell. She lied to us. I don't trust anyone because no one understands me. I'm gonna kill myself because everyone hates me. Goodbye. Oh, so sad. Look at that. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It's horrible. Wah. Wah wah wah. Wah 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 wah. Isn't that terrible? Nobody understands Saki. No one gets her. Okay, now let's go to Haruka's route. This is the worst route in all of the Infinity games. Build rich girl with a short fuse to a misunderstood person with a heart of gold is rushed. In the end, she never even develops as a character because she refuses to be honest with you or anyone. And the only way to prevent her from jumping to her death is to blindly put your trust in her. Worst of all, she has nothing of. What is the proper way of saying self-centered? Yeah, so I'm right in the processor's wrong. Oh, by the way, I gave myself a haircut. I had to get a little help with my neckline. But once I realized what was done for my neckline, I realized, oh, I could actually do this myself next time. The only thing I'll have problems with is like around my ears and stuff. Like I'd need a professional to get around my ears and everything. But all things considered, if I decide that I just want to buzz all my hair off, I can do that. I've done it once now, and I can do it again. That's an accomplishment. I'm going to go ahead and stop it here, but I'll be finishing like some of the writing. I got to write about Haruka next because she's the only other route I've finished. So I'll write about Haruka next while I'm gone. And after Ricada's stream, I'll probably come